Swimming in the pool. When it's hot out, it keeps me cool. Get in the water and have some fun. There's lots of room for everyone. Ow, ow, yeah. Ow, ow, yeah. I'm always splishing and a splashing. My bathing suit is the latest fashion.
Man, he has good skills. Jeez, I can't do that. Closer, right there. Come closer, come closer.
Ah!
You're lucky.
Come on, what do you got?
Yeah, look like
Wow!
Well,
You almost took my phone. Yeah, do it just like that.
Your favorite ever.
No, you can't get me.
Oh, yeah?
Salute, everybody. How are you tonight? Tommy D here from Talking with Tommy D. Salute in the house. What's good, everybody? We got, let's see, Quick Fix, number 1 on the like. Slick Vic. What up, Slick? Teresa, number 3. Appreciate you, Teresa. And number 2. Appreciate that, Teresa. Vic LFM. Appreciate your support, brother. Oh, Quick Fix got a lot to say over here. FPDP for life. What a huge piece of poopy for everything he said about you and several other people. That's true. It's not very nice what he says. Sorry, brother, but I didn't like it. I don't like it either, Vic. Skills. What up, Reno? Salute, brother. Yeah, Christopher's got skills. Wow, you got skills. Oh, Chris got skills. That's funny. Anthony's always busted his chops. So, salute, Mary. How are you tonight, Mary? Welcome. Alicia, Marie, welcome. Alex, welcome. Victor, salute, guys. Figure I'll cam up real quick. I'm just kind of walking around my development tonight in my development, basically. I really wanted to talk a lot about the evictions that they were having today in Kensington. Today was the 18th. All of those orange signs that we've seen all over the platforms, they said that today was the day. They were supposed to do this a while ago, these evictions. But a lot of people protested. People that actually live in Kensington. People that see what's going on. People that know that these people have nowhere to go. Where are they going to go? There's a lot of different ways you can look at this. You know, from the addiction side of things, this could be a blessing for a lot of people. A lot of times when they do these evictions, now I don't know how they're going to do it, but in 2018, when they cleared everybody out from under the bridge, they bought a big truck for all the tents and all the mattresses and everything that was going to get taken out, right? And they offered the people a chance to go to rehab if they wanted to. Now, the problem was is there were so many people, they didn't have enough beds for everybody. But they did offer some people to go to rehab. Sometimes, when you're in a situation like you're in here, living under the bridge, living in Kensington, living in a lot somewhere, or in the park, or, you know what I'm saying, under the L, or under a bridge, or wherever, situation gets really, really desperate. And a lot of times, things never go your way. And if they do, you wind up using and you wind up forgetting about it. Things get worse and worse. For me, it was really bad out there. It was hard for me to survive. Each day was a constant disappointment into the next. I was always using, you know, my addiction was always prevalent. It always came first in everything that I was doing. So sometimes when you're in a situation like that and you're sick and you're underneath, say, or you're inside a tent somewhere and you're sick, you know what I mean? And you're homeless, you ain't got shit, you ain't got money, you ain't got food. You don't even know how to contact the people that love you, that are looking for you. If you have any people left, because the longer that you're out there, the longer that you're homeless, the more and more dirt you do in your addiction, the less and less people that are going to be there to stick around for it. Straight up. A lot of people that have been using their whole lives are alone, or not many people trust them. So sometimes this can be a blessing. It could be an opportunity to go into treatment and to get some help. You know what I mean? But not everybody's going to take that. A lot of people are going to pack up their stuff and they're just going to start to walk. And they're going to end up wherever they end up, but they're going to come back to Kensington to get the drugs that they want. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how it went. I don't know if anybody was down there documenting it today on YouTube. I don't know if anybody knows anything about it. The guy that I usually take to the clinic, I'm probably going to take him tomorrow. If I do, I'll ask him what he saw. But if not, we'll get the real scoop Monday when I go down there to feed everybody. I'll ask everybody what happened on Wednesday. And I guess we'll see. I'm going to calm down for a second here. Sorry, guys. I want to say thank you for everybody coming into this chat. Please tap that like button when you come in here. This is an important stream, you know, because there's a lot of people out there that, you know, they don't know where their loved ones are. Their loved ones are on the street. They're ripping and running. You know, a lot of these, you know, I was going to put it like this. I was shocked when I found out that there were no places that were as bad as Kensington on the face of the earth. Or not on the face of the earth, in the country for that matter. You know what I'm saying? As far as the drug addiction and stuff, I thought every city had a place that was that bad. You know, when you have a place like that, and I hear this from everybody down there, when you have a place like Kensington, right? It's hard sometimes to not want to indulge. People in recovery, people in this area, you know what I'm saying, in recovery or in addiction, everybody knows about Kensington. Thank you so much, Mary, for your contribution. I appreciate that. God bless you, Mary. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Salute, Victoria. How are you tonight? God bless, Victoria. I want to send you my deepest and most heartfelt condolences on your loss. I'm so sorry for you. So, we'll see what happens, We'll see how the underneath looks like when we go back down there. And hopefully, maybe this will be a little bit of a wake-up call to some people, because when the city starts cracking down like this, sometimes it makes people think about what kind of life you want to live. Thinking about, is this the way God wanted you to enjoy your life? Is this what God had in mind? No. The behaviors and chemicals being peddled on the streets of Kensington are straight works of the devil. In my opinion, it's straight evil and greed. Peddling a poison drug to enslave. Because that's what I'm going to say it does, okay? And I'm not trying to offend anybody when I say that word. But I feel like drugs enslave a person. I did what the drugs required me to do. And addiction can be ugly. People need to realize that sometimes. Sometimes it gets a lot more uglier before it gets better. Victoria, we're all here for you, because I know that I could not survive what had happened to you by myself. Please, everybody, pray for Victoria. Keep Victoria in your prayers. Keep her close to your heart. She lost her mother. So sorry, Victoria. We're all in this chat here for you, and we all care and love you. Hi, Honda Mommy. Salute. God bless you. Hi, Teresa. Victor. Salute, Reno. 28 people in the room. Please hit that like button for Tommy D. Leave a comment. Talk about what's going on with you. If anybody has anything going on with them, grief, addiction, post-traumatic stress, depression, anxiety. I'll tell you what, I had 4 out of 6 of them today. I was depressed today. I had anxiety today. I was thinking about lost ones. And I obsessed. That's 4. I obsess all the time. I obsess over things that, periodical things that may be in my head that really don't have too much of a cause. I got to realize you got to stay in the moment when you're in addiction. Getting too overwhelmed can seriously, at least for me, so I'm only speaking for me, can get me anxious and discombobulated. And when I get discombobulated, I start to really mess things up. I start to really not be able to do things correctly, and I start to make mistakes. I believe it's important to know your lane, know what you can handle, know your role, but still try to make yourself better. I never actually set huge goals. I just kept doing my thing. You know what I mean? I kept doing what was making me happy. I kept doing what I thought was good content. I really thought it was good content to get on here and speak about my mistakes in life and my drug addiction and everything else that I've been through, so that I could try to maybe educate a kid, or maybe educate a parent on how to deal with their kid, or maybe be a support to somebody who's going through the same thing. I want to be able to help feed the homeless because it gives me an avenue to be in direct ground zero of the opiate epidemic. Fucking Kensington is the ground zero for the opiate epidemic. And being there allows me to keep it real, allows me to, because I'll be honest with you, as much as I may want to say that I think about using drugs and I may want to use drugs, and I like that whole nonchalant, non-caring thing, only caring about a bag of dope and not giving a shit about anybody else and just ripping and running in Kensington and not having any responsibilities. I may say that I may want to indulge in that because of whatever anxieties and crap that's going on in my own life. But the bottom line is that is nothing that I want. And that is nothing that anybody wants. That's being enslaved by a drug and suffering 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I don't give a if you get the best high in the world, you're suffering. You're just too blind to realize it in the beginning. Them snakes will come behind you when you least expect it and whisper that oh so sweet nothing in your ear. And that gets your eyes rolling. It gets your heart pumping. I swear to God, it's crazy how much a goddamn sample can mean to somebody in Kensington. People die over samples in fucking Kensington. Oh, Christ. See what the chat's doing. Salute Honda Mommy. Hey, Sandy, Breezy, salute Breezy. Everybody subscribe to Breezy Baby's page. Save the pipples. Everybody subscribe to Honda Mommy's page. Everybody subscribe to Murph the Kenzo and ATG Barn and G-Dub Quinn. And if you definitely haven't subscribed to G-Dub Quinn or Murph the Kenzo, do so, please. I really want to try to help Murph and G-Dub get monetized. And I really want to help G-Dub with his new project. I want to promote that on this channel. I'm going to shout it out as much as possible. I also shared it on my wall, so go look at it if you can. But he's doing a project in his hood, New York, Brooklyn. We're going to do an outreach out there, and we're going to be recording a music video for the homeless. You can donate to his Cash App, Quinn Low, $KWINLO. Drop a little something from my boy if you can. We're raising money as much as we can. G-Dub supported me in Kensington, so I definitely want to support him as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? He came out there with Shay. He helped me with my outreach. He was one of the very first friends that I met on YouTube through Frank's channel. He kind of introduced me, I think, to Murph and everyone else. I'm not sure if it was Murph that did it or him that did it, one or the other. But both of them, you know what I'm saying? I want to promote both shit out of both of them channels. They got me into YouTube. And G-Dub is really trying to do something special for his hood. And it's his time now. You know, we did the school drive all summer long. We raised money. We did a great job for that. Salute for that. Everybody who contributed. That video is now up. I re-uploaded it. I edited it. It's now re-edited so that all parties that did not want to be seen are not in it. And it is resubmitted to YouTube. So you can watch the Tommy and Shay show again. Look at this piece of shit. Oh, my God. You asshole. Hey, Smiley. How you doing? Everybody check out Smiley's vlogs. Smiley Rissa. How you doing, Smiley? Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in here. Victoria, he has been killing it with the interviews. Big shout out to ATG Barn. You know what ATG Barn does the best though, Victoria? And you know, his channel is dope. Don't get me wrong. I love his channel. But you know, his transformation is what showed me something about him. The way he changed his whole life was very inspiring to me, you know? The way he was able to get out of his own house, leave the neighborhood that was plaguing him, away from his family. Think about how hard that might have been to do, to leave his mother behind. I couldn't do that. I'm not going to tell you right now. As much as I love a girl and a woman and everything, as much as I wanted to stop using, I don't know, man. I love my mother so much. But our situations are different. And, you know, he left. And he got his life together and he works. You don't take no maintenance drugs. That's the thing. You don't take no maintenance drugs. He's not taking no methadone or Suboxone. And that says something. You know, it really does, man. It really does. He's been able to train his mind not to act on the opiate cravings. That's a huge accomplishment. If anybody knows what the hell that is, like, for me, it's impressive. That's what impresses me about it. Same thing with anybody else that's been on methadone before. That shit's hard to get off. All right, let's go back to the shit. Dude, what is wrong with these trolls? Yo, are my mods working? Will you cap these fools? Yo, you dudes. I don't want to mess with the trolls because I wanted to keep this a serious stream. I really want to keep my lives very serious. I want to keep them subject oriented. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do too much messing around on them. It's important what I want to do with my channel now, and it's time for me to really, really take it 100% serious. There's other channels I can mess around on if I want to do that. But you know what I'm saying? Addiction is real. And a lot of us who have found each other on these YouTube streets in our little community here, we know about addiction, whether we were addicts or not. Whether we were addicts or not, we know about addiction. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate all you guys. How you doing, Sean? So, not sure exactly what happened down there today, you know, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to talk to my friend Chris tomorrow, hopefully, soon. I'm going to call him in the morning, see how he's doing. I did my prevention point assessment today. I'm going to do my Narcan training next, but then I'll be going in there to work. And I'll be updating with you guys frequently on what I'm doing there and everything like that. You know, sometimes I get discouraged in what I do, you know. Sometimes it's hard doing or thinking what I'm going to do. You know, I came from that environment. You know, I look at channels like Morals Over Money, for example, and this is nothing but good comments for Frank. The way Frank carries himself, the way he runs his channel, I feel like we're a million miles apart in a sense of what we could do. I feel like I know a lot of the same things that maybe Frank knows, but I feel like I don't apply a lot of the same things. And, you know, I get discouraged with a lot of that. I've always been that way. And I remember watching his channel early on. I always wondered if he had self-esteem issues growing up too, because I'm going to tell you straight up, like, I talk to a lot of people that are addicted to drugs. A lot of people, and self-esteem are one of our common traits. Like, it's very common. Like, confidence is non-existent. It was never existent to me. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I did do things. I would accomplish things. You know what I mean? Like, I would accomplish things. But I don't know. It's the confidence sometimes was never there for myself. So, you know, I don't feel sometimes when I go down to Kensington that I'm making any type of impact. I feel like not enough people are watching, so it's not getting enough awareness. I feel like the people I talk to don't take me seriously. I feel like sometimes the people I help, it's hard to explain this one because I know deep down they probably are grateful for what I do and they do have a heart, but I feel like a lot of times they're on, when you're down there, you're living down there, your mind's on a different state. You're on like grimy zone for some. If that makes any sense, man, like you gotta train yourself to be grimy. If you're gonna get anything down there, you gotta fucking be grimy in the streets, straight up. You gotta double cross sometimes, and you gotta fucking manipulate people to get ahead. So that's just discouragement. I feel like that's just negativeness speaking to me, like the devil speaking to me every time that I wanted to use drugs. When that craving slips in your ear and tells you, you know what I'm saying? Just try it. Just do it. Take one hit. You'll feel good and no one will ever know. You won't get hooked. You won't run. It'll be fine. That goes over and over and over to myself. So much so that I can't even trust my own mind. Think about that sometimes. We go insane trying to figure out what's real and what's not. That's why it's important to talk about what's going through. You know what I'm saying? What you're going through. What you're going through inside and out is so critical to share. That shit will eat you up. And if you wind up using over it, that could be the end of your life, straight up. With the shit that's out there now, it could be the end of your life. Hi, Brooke. Welcome. Thank you so much for attending tonight's live. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you, Brooke. Feel free to share anything about yourself, guys. And I appreciate you showing everybody support. That's all good. Anybody having a good night? Anybody going through anything at all? Didn't want to come up and talk? Feel free. I just want to keep it respectful. This is mainly about your life, your addictions, your non-addictions, your grief, your PTSD, your depression, your anxiety. You could talk about your day and how it made you happy. Really, it's just, I want to keep it about y'all. Oh. Tonight was my son Christopher's last basketball game. That was enjoyable to go watch him play. He only got one basket. He was upset about it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, man. I just got my shirt all wet because I sat down and the bench was wet. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to drop the link. And if somebody would like to come up, feel free. And if not, we'll just end it with that. We'll end it with a nice little monologue from Tommy D. And, talk a little bit more about what I'd like to do. A little bit more about what I'd like to see happen. A lot of the videos that I put out, they were mainly like awareness videos in the beginning. I would drop videos on like Suboxone and methadone and like addiction and what triggers relapse, what relapse means to me, the actual fear that I have of a relapse if it ever should come upon me. That stuff really messes with me. I try not to ever think about it, but it's there. It's real. That's why it's important for us to support each other. That's why I have these lives. That's why I have these chats for us to come in and talk and support each other. And you guys are doing such an awesome job of supporting each other. I want to give prayers right now to the people in Afghanistan and the people of Haiti. The people of Afghanistan for literally the hell they're now living in. That image of that plane and the people holding on for dear life. That was shocking to see. I have to say, that was shocking. I know this is one hell of a controversial subject, so I'm not trying to initiate anything. I'm just making a statement that I would like us to keep the people of Afghanistan and the people of Haiti in our prayers. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. And Victoria, I'm going to be praying for you tonight in a major way. And I really hope you get through the struggle that you're going through in your life right now. Because it's real. This is real life struggle we're talking about. I think it's important for us to be here for each other. What's up, God's child? Salute, brother. How you doing tonight? Now, I'm going to have to mute for about 30 seconds or so or about a minute, or maybe even 2 minutes, because I really screwed up down there. And I sat in, such an idiot. I sat in a puddle. So now my whole butt is wet. My whole shirt is wet. My whole everything is wet. Obviously, I'm not very happy about it. So I may play some videos while I'm up there changing for the next minute or two, and then I'll come down, do another monologue. Hit that link if you want to come up to talk about anything. Can't believe I said that, puddle. Hashtag puddles are wet. Oh my God, Mary, it is. Mary, it really is. In the world and in our own country. No doubt. I mean, the suffering that we have with addiction, the suffering we have with racism, the suffering we have with poverty, mental illness, mental health disorder. It's a lot of issues. All right, y'all, I got to pause for like a minute or two. God bless y'all. We'll be back out here next Monday, y'all. Salute. Honey, you alright, hon? You alright, hon? You okay? You alright, mommy? You can do it. All you have to do is go back to the clinic.
I know. I'm going to call my counselor today.
Go back to the clinic. Tell your counselor you need to get back on the methadone. Start using methadone again.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get back
I know,
on.
once I did, I
Because once you start using the methadone again, you're going to feel much better.
Oh, I know I am.
I mean, it takes like a day or two,
I've never felt so
and then you won't have to be down here anymore.
Right.
I mean, trust me, I don't like being on methadone. Don't get me wrong, I hate being on methadone, but I don't want to be down here in this park strung out any more than I have to be. Bottom line. Good look. You guys done?
You should be ready to get out of here.
Dude, you have to get out of here, man. People die in this place, man. Nothing left out here for anybody but death, jails, institutions, and death. Gotta get out of here, bro. Please.
You should be ready to get out of here.
Dude, you have to get out of here, man. People die in this place, man. Nothing left out here for anybody but death, jails, institutions, and death. Gotta get out of here, bro. Please. All right, y'all. I'm back. Tell me if my audio is good. That was a pretty quick change, huh? But no, that's right. The videos I played are correct. If you stay out in Kensington, or any other area for that matter, using drugs, the only thing that will be left for you is jails, institutions, and death. Being out there. There's no special utopia of living in solitude with your drugs and you're going to be able to be actually, it's just pure suffering. And you know what? When I was using the drugs, this is the messed up part. This is what's really trippy about it. Knew that I was suffering. I mean, it was freaking obvious. I'm not eating. I'm not living. How could I possibly think that I was not suffering? No, I knew that I was suffering. And here's the even more tricky part of it all. I thought that I deserved to suffer. Let that sink in. I felt like I deserved to live like that. I was tied up with so much guilt that I had done in my younger years in my addiction that I felt like I didn't have the right to live as a happy human being as an adult. And I was content for a while there, living non-existent to the world. For my family, not even knowing where I was. For my sister to not know where I was. for my mother, for my sister and my father both to be looking through Trenton and Kensington, because it was never, you never knew which one I would be at. I mean, that's the truth. Like, you know, addiction is not just a matter of getting high. A lot of people are going to tell you that, though. A lot of people are going to be like, well, you know what? I just like getting high. I just like the way the shit felt. Well, yeah, but it did something to you. There was a, it's hard to explain. It may have been like that in the beginning, to where you tried it to get high. But once you felt that high, right? There was a reason you kept doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. There is a reason. The reason is because there's something about yourself that you don't like, you can't deal with, that you're using the drugs to cope with that something, that void, if you will. You call it a void. Oh, Kevin, that's not good. Yep, that's how it is, Kevin. There are many, 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 many evil people out there. I know people can relate. I know they can. Because these are all stories that I've heard through rehab, through all the different treatment centers that I've been through all the different institutions I've been through, all the different groups and things that I've shared. I've related to people with these key things that I've just discussed: self-esteem issues, anxiety, depression, using drugs to cope with things that are wrong with you. If you have kids out there, this is real talk right now. If you have kids out there and you know they have emotional issues, keep your eye on your children. Look at your children. Watch your children. Know who your children are being around. Know who your children are talking to. Know who they're running with. Know who those children are running with. You got to know every detail these days, because the stakes are just too high now. The drugs out there are too deadly, and the consequences are just too great. Straight up, watch your children. You'll wind up like me. And I'll be honest with you, I manipulated my parents very easily. You know, you don't want to think that there's something wrong with your kid. Nobody does. It's going to be easy for you guys to live in denial city. Don't live in denial city. If you see something, know that you saw something and check them immediately on it. And don't feel bad if it's not, oh, I said something and that was, don't feel bad about that crap. You have to do it. It's better to be wrong and be just an annoying parent than to wake up or to go into a bedroom and your kid is laying there overdosed blue and there's no bringing them back. Live with that, because I know parents that have, and it's not easy. They live in guilt and shame and darkness for a long time, and I'm telling you, watch your kids, watch your young teenage kids. Watch the type of pills that they be messing with, because I'll tell you this, the pills that people are messing with aren't those pills. They're straight up fentanyl. They're fentanyl mixed with other shit. Like these, you don't know what your kids are taking these days. You just don't. You really have to be close to your kids. You have to be in their lives. And these are all things that I have to take. This is advice that I have to live by. I'm saying this because this is what would have helped me in my addiction. I feel like if my parents, and I'm not knocking them, I'm not trying to. My parents are loving, good, honest, working, hardworking, good people. But they were in denial with me, straight up. And it was too late by the time they found out. Don't let it be too late for your children. Don't. You know? And I got to watch, my kid has emotional issues, my oldest. It's hard to tell with my youngest right now, but I think he may have some as well. Love you too, Alex. Always. You know, it's hard sometimes. Me and my kid's mom were in active addiction through our entire relationship, and our kids, and I feel like it's unfair to my children, but some of the things they've had to go through. Um, just the mere fact that they know about drug addiction, they know about places like Kensington, they know about when mommy or daddy disappears for periods of time. So I really just speak from the heart to you guys, because I really want you guys to just know that, yeah, I may be a little weird and a little outspoken and wild at times, but the things that I say are from my direct experience. And the only thing that I'm trying to do with my recovery is to be a good father, survive, enjoy my life on this earth, and to help somebody else. And that's merely it. It's not to be this huge, whatever. It's just to merely help somebody. And I could do that in so many different ways, on so many different levels, on so many different times. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the moment. Stay in the day. Stay in the moment. The biggest thing that we worry about is the future. How are we going to acclimate to this society? And it's just real talk. People talk about people that have been in prison for 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, however long. Their institutionalized mindset from being inside prison, right? They can't acclimate to society. It's easier for them sometimes to stay back in prison. This is real talk, right? Because they were in an environment and they acted a certain way for so long, right? So it's no different with drug addiction. No different at all with drug addiction. Drug addiction, especially if you've been using drugs for long periods of time, have a way of institutionalizing you themselves. You live a certain way as a result of your drug addiction. Your brain has been occupied by chemicals for periods and periods and periods of time. And you've been acting in specific behaviors for periods and periods and periods and periods of time. How do you not think that you're not completely molded into a completely different person? And it's an ugly person. It's a selfish person. It's a person that takes from people. It's a person that feeds their addiction. It's a person that wants what they want when they want it. Straight up. But then you get into recovery and you start to try to work steps. Steps are designed to change you. The first step, admitting that you're powerless over your addiction, that your life is now unmanageable as a result. You take that step, you know you got a problem. You go to step 2. You believe that, you know what? I believe something else can help me. That's a possibility in my head. That's merely what step 2 is. Just merely making that a possibility that God can help you. Or a higher power. It doesn't have to be God. It's just a possibility. It's making you a little open-minded to the idea. I appreciate you saying that, Dr. Green. Step 3 is merely making the decision. You know, it was a possibility. And 2, well, now 3, we're going to do it. We're going to turn our life and our will, and we're going to hand it over to our higher power. For me, it's Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what? I'm going to shine my camera because it's lightning out here. I'm going to give you all a really cool lightning show. We're going to go over the steps, but I want to show you the lightning show. It's nice. All right. Let's see how long it's going to take for the lightning to go off again. Oh, it's going to go off over there now. I'll hold it like this, all right, y'all? And I'll talk. So, where was I at? Step 3, right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's look at some lightning together, guys. This is pretty cool. So step 3 is making the decision. Okay, now we're gonna make that decision. We're gonna turn that will, we're gonna turn that life over to the care of God as we understand Him, or our higher power. Right? But then what about 4? What are we gonna do on 4? 4 is gonna be, you're gonna start changing your life on 4. You know, you turned everything over. You know what I mean? You believed that a power could restore you. Oh my God, I'm losing myself here. You were powerless over your addiction. You believed that a power could help you, and then you turned your will over to that power in 3. Well, 4, you're going to make a list to try to actually change your life. Your moral inventory. These are things like, I don't want to be a cheat anymore. I don't want to be a selfish person anymore. I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want to be obsessive anymore. Stuff like that, you know? Now, what about 5? 5 is merely talking about it with somebody, usually a sponsor in AA. And then 6, you got to work about your shortcomings. And then you got to have God remove all the defects. All the defects get removed by God after you make your lists and you share them. You make your lists. You share what you want to change, your moral inventory, your defects of character. Wow, that was a good one. Your shortcomings. Thank you for that, Alicia. I appreciate that. And then you humbly ask God to remove them all. And then you're going to go to number 8 and you're going to try to make a list of amends. You're going to think about some things that you may have done in your addiction that you're not so proud of. These are things that can eat at your heart and soul, things that can threaten your recovery, possibly make you relapse because of them. You have to get closure with these things. You make that list on 8. And then number 9, you're going to tell the person. That's the hard one. That's one that a lot of people want to change. They don't want to do that. They don't want to have to tell. But they do tell. And it removes the guilt. And you merely carry the message to the addict who still suffers in step 12. Steps are designed to change a person. I'm not going to say that I openly work steps constantly, but I know what they are and I know what they're designed to do. And they can help make a person a better person. Kevin, you want to panel up? I'll drop the link. I've already paneled up or dropped the link before. "12 steps work if you work them." That's a fact, Dr. Green. 12 steps work if you work them. Wow, look at that one. That was a good one. Oh, yes. Man, this is a pain to have to hold up. Let me see if I can switch my... Let me do something here. Try to angle this up. How's your night, Nat? There we go. Keep it like that. There we go. How's that view, guys? Damn, I left my drink at home. Oh, I really want a drink. Hear the frogs, guys? Really, Pamela? Lightning scares you like that? Wow, look at that one. Damn, I forgot my drink, man. I want to go home and get a drink. Man, I'm going to go home and get a drink. We're going to come back. I should have had my drink. It's too hot out here not to have a drink. But we're going to run back to my crib real quick, and then we'll come back and watch the rest of the storm. This thing will be going off all night, trust me. Promise you that. So we're going to walk for now. Maybe we'll look at it from this view. Maybe some lightning up here. No, not Wawa. I want iced tea. I need a cold drink right now. Ooh. Lightning right there was pretty good. Oh, by the way, I ordered a new phone case. So remember, you know how that it sometimes fogs in my phone because of the moisture when I clean it? Well, I got a new phone case where that won't happen anymore. I'll get like a really good picture. I don't know about no contractor, doctor. Yo, does anybody watching Dr. Death? I've started watching that. I really like it. Contract doc? That's not the same show, is it? Oh, contract doc. I'm gonna calm down for now. Oh God, it's hot out here. I'm gonna ride my bike back down too. Kev, panel up. You want to talk about your issue? That's what we're here for. It's the support network. Anybody else can panel up too. I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I always say that, but I think I really mean it tonight. I want to encourage people to please hit that like button for me. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Talking with Tommy D, please subscribe to me. Smash that bell twice to all videos. I'd like to thank RRC Railroads and their 5 short line railroads for sponsoring the Kensington outreach with a specified amount each week. I appreciate that. This is their logo right here. They're sponsoring the outreach each week with a specific amount of money, a little help. And it goes a long way, and I want them to know that. They're located all over the country. They travel most of the merchandise in this country back and forth. I'm going to have more information, more updated graphics, more updated advertisements for them. But for now, that's what I have. And I also like to give a big shout out to Get Right Reynolds, who helped us out with the bounce house or this back to school drive. You know, I want to do my best to get them as much business as possible. These are good guys who work with you. If you guys need a bounce house for a birthday party in the Philadelphia, Trenton, Jersey area, I'm talking generators. I'm talking pretty much anything you would need to rent. They rent everything. They have many, many, many things. And you could just hit them up on their number there, or you could also hit them up on Facebook or Instagram at Get Right Reynolds. Big shout out to them. All right, let me get my drink. So thirsty. It's like windy and it's gonna storm, but it's like humid. It's so humid out tonight, guys. I think that's what's making. Does that make lightning? I always wondered that. Oh my god, I'm so thirsty. I'd like you guys to, if you haven't already, and if you haven't, I feel bad for you. But if you haven't already, check out my boy Reno Business channel. Please do so. Smash that like button. Tap that bell twice to all videos. Reno Biz. His music is straight fire. And his hip hop commentary is not too shabby either. Hit that link, Kevin. If it's still visible, great for counseling. Me? Hey, Victor. I'm reading a book called Psych Defenses. Oh, spiritual attacks. Yo, it's so human that I feel like I'm gonna die. It's so hot. Dr. Phil's page, he has organizations called Doctors on Demand. You can talk to a licensed physician. Very, very cool, Pamela. Thank you for that. Yes, Reno's music is straight fire. Whoa, I just got nailed with a huge ass lightning strike. I'm about to go park it up and show you guys again. I'm going to leave the stream go for a little longer. We're on for an hour so far. Shout out to an hour. Shout out to you guys rocking with me for an hour. Shout out to us being over 25 people for an hour. Shout out to everybody being here. Appreciate you guys. Hope everybody has a great night. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Reno. Shout out to Pamela. Shout out to Godchild. Shout out to Victor. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to Nat. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to all the bush dwellers. Shout out to Harlan's. Shout out Quick Vic, Slick Vic, Quick, Slick Vic, Quick, Slick, Quick, Quick, Slick. 666 Slick. Shout outs all the way around. Big shout out to Dawn who just pulled up. What up, Dawn? Big shout out to you. In the house, rocking with Tommy D on a Wednesday night. What's up? Let's park the old phone. Let's see where we're at here. Make sure you guys are checking out the Tommy and Shay show on the school drive. Let us know if you want upcoming Stooge events. Thank you for coming, Alicia. Hope you're having a blessed night, too. Thanks, everybody. More Tommy and Shay. I'm sure you guys want it. Yes. Sneaky, huh, guys? Woo! Look at that. Wow, that was cool. That was a big one. I don't know if I want to put it over here near the house. Like right here is kind of a bigger area with that. If I keep it like that, or like that without the houses, I might get a bigger lightning strike over here, though. Let's keep it like that. Hey, just me. So this is kind of a like a warm down type thing from the stream tonight. You know, I talked about a lot of stuff that I was really passionate about. If anybody has any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Hey, Justin, salute, bro. Day one, before day one, before day one, before day one. Before day one. Justin in the house. Justin, hit me up on IG if you want to come to Kensington with me one week. I would love to do an outreach with you. I saw one of my friends down there again this Monday. That was heartbreaking. But I'm going to help him. He got back on the methadone clinic, and I'm giving him rides now. All right, sounds good, bro. Definitely. Sounds good, Justin. I'm with it. Yeah, that would be fun, Justin. I could always use the help, you know? And good to give back. I'm curious what happened today with the evictions. I'm wondering if anybody has any news. Has anybody been under the Ave today? Anybody in here from Philly? Vic LFM, did you drive under the Ave at all? I'm just curious if the tents are still there. Was there really? Oh, damn, Vic. Did you hear that, guys? You hear what Vic just said? Down in Kensington, there was 1 million cops with dump trucks. So they evicted, all right. That's what happens. They get the dump trucks out. I bet the chief was out there, too. Curious to see what it's going to look like on Monday when I go back down there. Yo, Vic, let me know if you go by there tomorrow. Give me an update if you can, Vic. Anybody else from Kensington that is in Kensington, let me know. I'm curious. I was going to go down there, but I'll be honest with you, Vic. What would I have done if I went down there? Like, I didn't have anything to give. I'm not hooked up with a prevention point yet. I got to get home, guys. It's starting to rain. I'm not hooked up with a prevention point yet. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was right for me to go down there today. I didn't want to just see the. Oh, I just missed the biggest lightning strike. Damn it. Let me show it a little bit longer. Maybe I'll catch a good one before I leave. Hear it, guys? They weren't necessarily evicted. They had a group called Homeless Operations Support there to relocate them, but they did clear a lot of tents, but tried to offer options. Blocks were closed, cops. Blocks were closed up, huh? Okay, good report, Justin. Thank you for that. So, great. I'm going to actually put that on my wall. Thank you for that information, Justin. So, a group called Homeless Operations Support to relocate them. But now, uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh. Oh. I'm getting screwed now. I really waited too long. I gotta get the hell out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, I dropped my drink. I'm discombobulated. Up is down, down is right, right down, but black is white. That's a Eminem song. That's a cool sky looking though, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if I can get a spot in my garage and still show it. Hit that like button, yo. All right, we're back. Get down for a second. So what up, guys? What's going on? Anything? Yeah, I don't see them having enough beds for all of them either. Have a great night, Justin. Yeah. A motorized golf cart. That would be funny. All right, let me set this up. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. I should get my other tripod. It's a little better. I can't really angle this one. This is mainly just for walking. I have another one that I can use to set up. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Let's set this one up. See if it's any better. I personally think it will be. So what's going on, guys? Anything good with y'all? What's good with you, Victor? Some people didn't want to move and they got locked up. Oh shit! They locked them up then for they not wanting to move. Damn, man, that's crazy, bro. It really is. It is what it is, though, right? I mean, I don't know. Wonder if Matt's still there. He's got warrants, man. He's really nervous about getting picked up. I'm dropping Matt's interview tomorrow. He talks a lot about that. I asked him, I was like, if you got locked up, it wouldn't like, I don't know. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, it might not be the worst thing for, I tried to say that because he's not the type that really looks like he goes to rehab, you know? Here, that's the better view, guys. Hopefully we get some strikes. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes jail could be the best thing for, and I hate to say that because I don't want to say that. But look, the way I was ripping and running, you know, sometimes jail was the best thing for me too. Yeah, Pam, it's sad. There's a lot of them out there with no support. Like, I'm lucky. I had support. I had my family looking for me. Yeah, check out Murph. I dropped his metal song on my channel. Hey, Bacon, thanks for the $2, brother. I appreciate that. If anybody wants to donate to the Kensington outreach, next week will be week number 24. You can send any cash apps to the cash apps below, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, if you want to donate to the channel for upgrades. I'm looking to buy some new equipment, new cameras, new microphones for better interviews, like the one Danny had. So, you got it, you got it, you don't, you don't. Also, G-Dub Quinn, I want to mention his project again. His song for the homeless, as well as his outreach project in New York. I will be out there with him, helping him with that. $ Quinn Low. Ripping part. What does the ripping part mean? What does that mean? Oh, wait, ripping and running? You mean like ripping? Like doing dirt. Like doing dirt and running. That's good, Pamela. Be safe. What up, Mike? Salute, brother. Yeah, just a couple of people. Yeah, I was just curious about it. That's good, Bacon. Salute, Barn. Everybody subscribe to ATG Barn. That was the guy I was talking about earlier. Check out his channel. He's got a lot of really, really good interviews. Pretty soon we're going to be interviewing each other. Detox in jail. Oh, God. Brooke, I've been there. I've detoxed off heroin in jail. I've detoxed off benzos in jail. I've detoxed off of oxys in jail. And I've detoxed off fentanyl in jail. And I've detoxed off methadone in jail. A lot of the times when I got picked up, it was only in for a week or two, but that was enough time to have to detox in jail. And it sucks. Oh, that was a good one. God's talking to us, guys. Look, this is the bottom line, and I'm just going to keep it real for everybody right here, right now. And maybe some people might not like this, and that's okay. Kensington has a lot of organizations going out there. Kensington has a lot of churches that go out there to try to help. Kensington has a lot of outreach groups that go out there to help. Kensington also has city programs that were initiated for homelessness that aren't that big and that are not that big at all, but added on with everything else, it helps. And then Kensington has regular old people like me and other people going out there, buying some pizza and some drinks, trying to spread a little bit of positivity and a little bit of care. Right? So there's all these things that are being addressed to the area of Kensington, right? So why is it that the homeless population keeps growing higher and higher? And before I start hearing some crazy shit, like what I heard on someone else's channel, who's completely out their mind, they make it too good for people to want to be homeless in Kensington. I mean, I didn't know what to take when I heard that statement. I don't think Kensington is too good for anybody. Kensington is hell on earth. I don't care how many people are coming down bringing cheese sandwiches and pizza and drinks. The drugs that are being peddled on that corner and the people that are out there and the things that are going on in the streets make that place a living hell. Yes, seriously, Mary, there are people that actually think that way. But, like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, I know that, Vic. There ain't no room for them to be locked up. But it is the best thing. I'm talking about somebody, say, like my friend, right, who's out there, who's got some time looking at him when he does get caught. You know, he's got some serious time. And, you know, that type of situation is good because that may change his life. Now, that may change his life for the good, but it could also change his life for the negative. It really depends on him. I mean, that's just the truth, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter how much, you know, stuff is getting given out to the homeless. The poison on every corner is enslaving the population. The people don't care about the food. They're there for the drugs. Facts. I don't care what anybody says. You got to shut the dealers down before you get rid of the homeless. Because those drugs make people homeless. You sell your soul for those drugs. Probably the same thing, Bacon. I really don't know firsthand. I haven't been down there. I'm going to find out when I go Monday. I'm going to talk to some people and try to get the scoop. But really, probably other areas, bro. Honestly. Maybe some went to rehab. Probably going to stay on another 10 minutes or so. I'm going to drop the link one more time. Kevin, you didn't come up, but you could have came up. And you are welcome to come up now. Yeah. I appreciate your contribution tonight, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming in, listening, commenting. Brooke, I appreciate you being here tonight. I think I did pretty good this stream. I may even be able to monetize this one, but it'll probably get kicked back with the music in the beginning. I wanted to show you those cool Christopher videos, but they had music attached to them because they were on TikTok, so I might get a strike for that. I'm not sure. Copyright strike. We'll see. Either way, I'm glad you guys got to see it. Sometimes I think it's very easy for a person that has not had to deal with addiction or a loved one addicted. Really doesn't feel the same as someone that has a real life. Yeah, Pamela, addiction. But you know what? That goes secondhand with a lot of other things. You could say that about a lot of things. Addiction. You could say, I don't want to compare addiction to any other diseases. So I do agree with that statement. I'm not going to make my next statement because I think it's insensitive to make that statement. But I just wanted to compare it to other illnesses. Everybody's grateful to have their own story. One might be lucky to not have cancer, but to be an addict. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. Breezy Baby's back. What up, Breezy? Everybody subscribe to Breezy Baby. Save the pimples. Subscribe to Breezy Baby. Subscribe to Honda Mommy. Subscribe to Jessica. All new channels coming up in YouTube. Yeah, I'm probably just going to chill out the rest of this cigarette, and then I'm going to come out. I want to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. I want to give a big shout out to Get Right Reynolds for their help with the Kensington Back to School Drive. I want to let you guys know that the Kensington Back to School Drive Live is now re-uploaded if anybody wants to watch it. I'd like us to send prayers out to the sick and the suffering, people of Kensington that have to figure out what their next move is going to be now. I'd like us to keep Treasure and Harley in our prayers. I know Harley's still going through a lot in the hospital. I'm going to be touching base with Treasure about it, and I'll give you guys more information. So I'd like to thank Get Right Reynolds for all their help with the back to school drive and their bounce house. You can rent the bounce house. You can rent the generators. You can rent a lot of different things that they have going on. They were a huge help to us. I want to give a special shout out to RRC Railroad Corp and the 5 short line railroads for helping me out with the Kensington outreach. These are some of their pictures. RRC Railroad. And I'd like us to also going out next week to Kensington. Every Monday I go to Kensington. I bring food. I bring drinks. I'm looking for hygiene items. I'm looking for clothes. If anybody has extra clothes that they can mail to my P.O. box. Tomorrow I will be making a trip to the P.O. box to see if anything came in. Guys, seriously, anything. Socks. I'll pay the shipping if I have to. I really will. Hygiene items, stuff like that, like small toothpastes, small deodorants, stuff that can help them get by to their next move. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Mandy for her help with last week's outreach. She got me a couple Little Caesar gift cards. I go to Little Caesars every Monday to buy the pizza. That's the Cash App for the donation. You could also contribute to Zelle, Venmo, or PayPal. It's all flashing below. That's my P.O. box. Kensington Outreach. Kensington's about as bad as it gets out there. I want to pray for everybody out there trying to figure out what their next move may have to be. And I want to thank you guys for the support. I want to shut it all down with a serenity prayer. God, please grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change. Give me courage to change things that I can. Give me wisdom to know the difference. I want to thank you guys all. I love every single one of you. Pamela, thank you so much for your constant support and your great friendship. Breeze, you girl. Love you, girl. I hope you're having a blessed night. God bless. Mary, Brooke, Victor, Dawn, Reno, Nat, Pamela. Love you, Pamela. Thank you so much for your constant support. Victoria, love you, girl. Praying for you, Victoria. Praying for your mom. Rest in peace. Rest in power. We're all thinking of you, Victoria, and we're here for you. All right, y'all. I hope everybody has a blessed night. Salute.
Hope we can shed some more light on what you're doing and maybe also get some more donations.
I would love to just shed light on what's going on out here so people know how crazy it is, and maybe we just get a little bit of support for a little bit more outreach so that people that are strung out and stuck down here can get a little bit of help, assistance, maybe rehab, housing, long-term treatment, mental health problems, PTSD, stuff like that. Right. Because that's the stuff that people need out here. It's not just simply going to rehab and getting clean. They need services to be able to, utilize and pull themselves out of the darkness that they're in.